I'm going to need to calm down for what we're about to talk about. When David Ornstein makes a tweet, you fucking take notice because he doesn't deliver bullshit. He delivers the exclusive news. Forget Fabrizio Romano. You can maybe forget the hand of Arsenal. Maybe, I said. But when David Ornstein gives you the flashing red light, everything stops. Vinicius Jr. has had the seal of approval from Arsenal to sign. Now, I'm not saying Vinicius Jr. has given Arsenal the seal of approval. At board level, owners level, managers level, they have all said, yes, sign Vinicius Jr. And that's what's about to happen. Arsenal are going to soon enter negotiations with Real Madrid to sign Vinicius Jr. if he doesn't sign a new contract. I'm Ty Knight here for TK24. Let's get into this one. So Vinicius Jr. has a year left on his contract. Real Madrid are trying to sign Diomande from RB Leipzig. RB Leipzig has rejected Real Madrid's £100 million or $1 million euros, should we say 100 million euros to sign him. They want more. They know that Real Madrid have at least 150 million euros to spend because Perez came out with his stupid ass mouth and said, yo, if I win the election, I've gone to spend 150 million on a marquee signing. So RB Leipzig know that. They're going to be holding out for at least a minimum of 130, knowing they can get 150 as a maximum spend. But with Vinicius Jr. with a year left on his contract, Arsenal hold all the keys to this. For Real Madrid to actually spend the money, they need to sell big. Vinicius Jr. is an asset worth selling, but also worth keeping, may I add. But Real Madrid cannot afford for him to go on a free transfer. So Arsenal have a waiting game here. They don't need to act right now, not the second. But as time goes on, and Real Madrid are stumbling to get the money up front to pay for Diomande, should he not pick PSG, Arsenal can go in there, not at a record fee of 150 million. No, they don't need to do that. They can start the bidding at 100 million. Knowing Arsenal, they will be going there at 90 million and get laughed out. But that starts the negotiation. Arsenal can literally get Vini Jr. at 120 to 130 mil. That money enough will help Real Madrid land Diomande. Arsenal hold the key where they don't have to go to 140, 150 to get Vini Jr. And here's why. With him having a year left on his contract, if the transfer window closes, especially in England, as we know when it does, Arsenal can actually wait until January to start talking to Vini Jr., even though they're going to be doing that already. Get him on a free transfer. Give him a bumper of a sign-on fee and wages that goes, oh my goodness. Yes, he's been talking to Saudi Arabia, but he's not going Saudi. We know Vini Jr. at this age is not going Saudi. Arsenal really, truly hold the key here. Real Madrid know that. So Real Madrid will better off saying to themselves, all right, we get 120, 130. That pays for Diomande. Arsenal get Vini Jr. on a discount. Plus his wages, yeah, they can afford his wages because they'll get rid of Martinelli in the process. They'll get rid of Gabriel Jesus in the process. Even if they don't get the money that they want for Gabriel Jesus, they know to get him off the books at 250, 260 a week helps the wages with Vini Jr. You get rid of a Martinelli at 180 a week, helps the wages towards a Vini Jr. I wonder why they walked away from Morgan Rogers. He's not worth 117 million, we know that. But there must have been some dialogue given to Arsenal saying, Vini Jr. could be a possibility. And they go, hold up, wait a minute. If we pay 120, 130 for Vini Jr., we're going to pay 170 for Morgan Rogers? Shut my la, what are we doing? This all points to him. In his last 3 seasons for Real Madrid in La Liga alone, 26 matches in 23-24 season, 15 goals, 4 assists. The 24-25 season, 30 games, 11 goals, 8 assists. The 25-26 season, 36 games, 16 goals, 5 assists. Arsenal need someone stellar on the left-hand side. This is the signing on the left-hand side. If you're old enough and you remember Alexis Sanchez at Arsenal at his pomp when he had Mesut Ozil there, you know Alexis was everything to Arsenal. Every Arsenal fan who's old enough to witness Alexis Sanchez know he tore it up. This could be that rebirth. And already with Arsenal going to sign Bruno Gomes, they're going to get this deal done. Think of the Brazilian contingent that are going to be at Arsenal. Gabriel, Bruno G, and Vini, Shamala. Shamala. It's going to go down. Arsenal will be the most feared team in the world. With the backline of having a David Raya there, a Gabriel, a Saliba, a Jurgen Timber, and then you got your choice between a Calafiori and a Hincapié. In the midfield, you're then going to have your Declan Rice and your Bruno Gomes. On the left-hand side, you're going to have Vini Jr., Odegaard in the middle, and then Saka on the right. And then up front, you're going to have Victor Gyökeres. Now, the reason why I haven't picked out Alvarez here, I don't think that's going to happen. If that Alvarez and a Victor Gyökeres swap deal, I can't see that happening at all whatsoever. But should that happen as well, and then Gyökeres, when Alvarez comes in and you got Vini Jr. on the left and Saka on the right, forget about it. Forget about it. But I think Arsenal will be more suited to have Victor Gyökeres there up front, a big man who can jump in the air, who can hold the ball up if he works on that touch. And you have Vini Jr. on the left and then Saka on the right. Just those two alone in the midfield or the forward line with Odegaard there or Eze there deputising. My goodness, I'm telling you, Arsenal was not become unstoppable, because you can always stop a stoppable force, but they'll be difficult to beat. Man City will have problems, Chelsea will have problems, Liverpool will have problems, Spurs will have problems, Villa will have problems. Every team in the Premier League will have a problem playing this Arsenal team. And every time Arsenal rock up, you're praying it's going to be Christoph Soares on the left-hand side. But that brother there, he's a problem. On the right-hand side, forget about Madueke. You've then got the Prince of Arsenal. Max Dowman's going to be there. Ethan Ranieri, should he stay, he gets minutes. He's going to be out there on the right-hand side. Or if you take away Odegaard from there and you put Ranieri there behind Gyökeres, then you got... You put Ranieri there, you take away Odegaard, or you got Eze there. That's a problem. In midfield, you got Declan Rice, Gomes, Zubimendi, Moreno, Lewis Skelly. Arsenal have problems to deal with. And that's the best thing for Mikel Arteta. Headache after headache, thinking, how am I going to get every best player on the pitch? But now rotation is not going to be a problem. Now rotation is going to be welcomed by Arsenal fans saying, you can rotate and this Arsenal team will still be strong. But Vini Jr. coming into Arsenal shakes things up. It shakes it up. If Arsenal walked away from Morgan Rogers to get Vini Jr. and Bruno Gomes in, I'm all here for it. And if there's a potential to get Julian Alvarez in for Victor Gyökeres, I'm not up for that deal. I really am not. I'd rather have Victor Gyökeres because this guy is desperate to get here and he's desperate to play for Arsenal. Alvarez is not. And you'd rather have the players who are desperate to play. I'm not saying Vinicius Jr. is desperate to play for Arsenal, but if he's not going to sign that Real Madrid contract, he's going to come out of it and look for something new. Why not come to Arsenal? And no doubt about it, that Arsenal have been having conversations with Vini Jr.'s camp to actually get this story out. And for David Ornstein to actually be the one who broke the news, this is legit. Because he doesn't break the news. He doesn't just break the news for news' sake. He's not a Romano. He's not him. Romano will just break the news for the sake of it, just to say, here we go, and it could be coming soon. David Ornstein drops the nuke, runs away, and lets everyone talk about it. And when this news broke from Ornstein, TalkSport's all over it. Sky Sports, the ones who have to do thorough checks before they go live with anything, came out and done a little piece with Jay Bothroyd talking about it. On the radio, they were coming home from work, literally from non-stop, from when this broke, around the 2:30, 3 o'clock time, it has been on non-stop, and they're still talking about it now. Because there's a huge possibility that this deal is going to happen. And if it happens, like I said, all those rival teams are going to be worried. Rival supporters are going to be worried. Those Chelsea boys who were laughing at Arsenal thinking that Chelsea are the biggest team in London. Piss off! Piss off! This proves exactly who Arsenal are. I was just talking to my son just a moment ago saying, you don't understand what this does for Arsenal. He wasn't alive to see Alexis Sanchez there on the left-hand side for Arsenal with Mesut Ozil there. This takes it to a level we have not seen. And Alexis Sanchez on the left was everything. Vini Jr. could be much more. And the shirt sales, oh my shamalap. The shirt sales will go through the roof. But Arsenal, of course, will have to give up the image rights on that one. You're going to have to let Vini Jr. take that. or it could just be like a 90-10 split or a 70-30. And no doubt Arsenal maybe do a 70-30 split. 70% goes to Vini Jr. and 30% goes to Arsenal. But if that's what you got to do to get this deal over the line, that's what you have to do. Give it up. Give it to him. Because him coming in along with sponsorship deals behind him, it pays for itself. Gabriel goes. Martinelli goes. And when I say Gabriel, I'm talking about Gabby Jesus. Martinelli goes. You don't have to worry about the Christian Norgard, whatever his little wages on. But just those two players, they go. Vini Jr. comes in. So many missing pieces. But the Vini Jr. one, that's not going to get done in the next couple of weeks. No. Closer towards transfer deadline day, Real Madrid need to get the Diamande deal done, but also know what's going to happen with Vini Jr. If Vini Jr. does not sign that deal, Real Madrid would have to accept a lesser fee, because if the window closes all around the world, come January, Arsenal can get him for free. And that is something Real Madrid cannot afford to let happen. So watch this space. And it's a space that everyone's going to be entertained and be watching and now thinking about and talking about until the transfer window is done, or until Vini Jr. either says he's staying with a new contract or he's leaving on a free. And if he says that, Real Madrid cannot command a big fee. They would have to take Arsenal's little money of 100 million, 110, maybe 130 maximum. But Real Madrid would accept that offer, because it's that or nothing. Arsenal hold a key here, and wait patiently, Arsenal fans, because if this deal gets done, the Bruno Guimaraes deal is going to get done, and then you're going to be saying, let's sit patient, let's see what happens here. Arsenal will not let the window close without getting a real reinforcement in on the left-hand side. You let Morgan Rogers go to get Vini Jr. Who's the biggest club in London now? Morgan Rogers. I'm Ty Knight here for TK24. Leave your comments below. Let me know how you feel about this news that's breaking, or that's broke, should I say, by David Ornstein, Hand of Arsenal, Sky Sports, Talk Sports, you name it, they're all talking about it. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.